Hey guys, I hope you're all well and thriving and navigating these kind of muddy times that we're in at the moment. Um, I've just put a message up from the Council of Eight from yesterday, and I want to share with you guys that I too have been in a bit of self-doubt, doubting our spirit teams, but I know that they're here for us. Just doubting humanity, doubting these spaces that we're in. For those of you who, like me, have been deeply affected by this sadness, this devastation, this time of war, there's no words that can come back, and I most certainly am not here to profess that love is going to. And I've just been told, be conscious of your words, Michelle. So I'm going to take that back. I'm not here to profess that I have had a great week. I've had moments of it being incredibly challenging. My heart has been sore, really, really sore. And the message that I put out this morning, I woke up this morning and saying to my team, guys, do I really have to put that out? Because, sometimes I too don't even know where my tears come from. I do. That's BS. I do. But when my heart feels, it just feels. And I went into a lot of judgment this morning, thinking, how am I to add to anybody's lives when I still don't have my own shit together? And they said to me, Michelle, it's important that you continue this journey, this work, the sharing. The importance is hopefully to help you guys in some specific tiny drop in the ocean, to help you guys know that walking this human experience can be incredibly challenging at times, a lot of the times. We do have the highs and the lows and the lows and the highs. And it's interesting because I got shown this morning, I've got Healing with the Angels, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Now, to go back to what I was sharing yesterday and being on this journey of spirituality, I judged this woman big time. I'd actually signed up for her course. She was coming over to Australia, and I'd signed up to her course, I think it was in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And I was so excited to go and see her. This has been like one of my idols, And then I saw a comment that I'd heard that she had changed and she had become, I believe, a big reborn Christian. And I was irked by it. I was like, what? This is not spiritual. This is not, like, how dare she? And I'm ashamed to even share this with you guys, because ashamed but not ashamed, because this is part of the journey of my experience of trying to put these people that I've come to love on pedestals, but these people that have shown me that there's so many different ways of being. And I'm ashamed because how dare I, me, Michelle, that had just landed in New Zealand, decide to judge a woman like Doreen Virtue? Where was my love? Where was my compassion? Where was my empathy of understanding that her journey had changed? And you know what, guys? This is what happens often, is that we choose to be one way. So even when I'm putting out there, like, I can't handle alcohol, okay? I know that people will resonate with it. I know that a lot of us are shifting. I'm most certainly shifting in my body. I'm a weight. My weight is what I am right now, is what I was when I was round about in high school. Woohoo to that. So that's a good thing. But my point being is that when we've played all parts, I too was a reborn Christian. I too got caught up in acknowledging that the pastor or the minister knew everything. I too got caught up in the people that, believe it or not, were sinning, that I knew about. I mean, I had some really great friends that were having freaking sex left, right, and center in our youth, and I was like, what? Like this is a sin. This is what the Bible says. But you know what I've come to realize over time? That it creates a massive expectation of this is the way that we're meant to be. And obviously, I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting myself out on the line by sharing what I'm sharing. And yes, it's my choice. And to go back to the alcohol side of things, it's something that I still enjoy. It's just that my body's not handling it right now, just not enjoying it. But I know that I've got this spiritual quest, so it's kind of like my body pushes me to a space of, okay, Michelle, you're not listening, so I'll help you. And I know that when any of us do any kind of journeying, any kind of plant medicine, that it's super important that we go through this cleansing process. And I, unfortunately, don't listen. My life is through experience. and I have a few pity parties. I'm like, what? What do you mean I'm going to give up like chocolate? And then I try dark chocolate. And I have 1 or 2 pieces of dark chocolate. And every now and again, I go back to the milk chocolate because it's just so freaking delicious. And then my body goes, and I get this like slime, and I'm like, okay. So what am I sharing with you today ultimately is that as human beings, holy crap, we can believe so many things. We shift and change all the time. We really do. Every cell is listening as I'm talking right now. And I'm one of those that I push my body. I push my body with emotions. I push it when I'm doing my plant medicines, when I'm working on myself. I'm slowly but surely letting go of the shame, of letting go of what comes up or what comes and needs to come out. And even like I say, I woke up this morning thinking, sure, man, I cried at the end of my session yesterday. What I put out there, I felt so in bliss, in joy with my channeling, their channeling. And I felt so uplifted. And then all of a sudden, this song of Michael Jackson's came to me. And then I just felt teary again. And this is where I truly, truly, truly know within inside of me is this is how we are all wanting to find a space of openness, a space of allowing, a space of no judgment, a space of recreating what I didn't like or what once was. And it's interesting, this morning I woke up with the word Puja, Puja, Puja. Now I spoke to a very good friend of mine in the United Kingdom a few nights ago, and we spoke about his experience with Puja. And if you want to read about it, please go and read his book. It is on Kindle, and I'll tell you now what it's called. It is called, and it's an incredible writing. And when I tell you that this gentleman, who is a mentor of mine, has worked with some of the best of the best of the best people, worked on and walked with and healed, and he's just had a phenomenal journey. And it's called A Healer's Journey, My Rite of Passage by Calvin Hurd. And he explains about these beautiful Sanskrit, I think they're called the Nadi leaves, if I can remember correctly. And then in the Nadi leaves, he explained to me, it's like these wooden rulers that have Sanskrit written on them. And I thought, wow, what a beautiful experience when I was reading this in his book, and we were talking about this the other night. And anyway, I'm not going to go too much into detail about buy his book, guys. It's just a fabulous, fabulous, easy read. It's about his life, how he turned his life around, the people that he's worked with. And Calv is just an absolute, absolute divine light and wants to help humanity. And anyway, woke up with this word puja. And I said to him the other night, puja feels like a purging. Is that what it's about? And he said, well, it is kind of. But then I decided to Google it. The word puja in Sanskrit and means reverence, honor, homage, adoration, and worship. Puja, the loving offering of light, flowers, and water or food to the divine, is the essential ritual of the Hinduism. I thought, how beautiful. And not so beautiful was the fact that my cat was deciding to gift us with, adoration, because she brought in a mouse last night and we found it this morning, and I blessed it and I said, I'm sorry. And, it was already, unfortunately, sent back to spirit, I suppose is the best way. But it still hurts me, it hurts when, I know it's just part of nature, but it just still hurts. What am I trying to say? I can't rescue everything, obviously. And you know what, guys? This judgment that I had of Doreen Virtue was not okay. Everybody is allowed to change their minds. But I got stuck on, this is what spirituality is about. This is what being spiritual is about. And how dare she? Well, why not? Why wasn't she allowed to change her mind? Just because she had created what she had created doesn't mean that she's still not touching our lives in some way. Just because she's changed her form of faith, I think is perhaps a way of saying it. Faith is faith, guys. And this is part of what I truly believe, is that when we see each other for who we are, when we love each other for who we are, when we notice that we are not only our cultures or our religions or our colors, that we are just beautiful, beautiful essences of light and love. And our hearts all beat and our hearts all feel the same. And for me, it was just fascinating to pull these out of, the cards that I have. And I thought, actually, I've got to talk about this morning, because I'm still sharing with you how now when I look back, and this was part of my message yesterday, was who am I? Who am I to actually judge somebody else? Because she still touched many, thousands and thousands of people's lives. But you see what happens? We have this knee-jerk reaction, like, what the hell? Like, how dare you? Like, you can't change. You can't become a reborn Christian. Well, who says? I have some beautiful friends who are reborn Christians. And again, I honor them in their journey. And my hope is that they honor me in my journey of being a medium and a channel. And, none of us are dark. None of us are light. We're a blend of both. We're not one or the other. We're a blend. Yes, we're searching and seeking and wanting to be more of the light. But at the same time, we still have these dark thoughts. So I hope this resonates with some of you today. I just wanted to share that with you. And I've had a few questions that have been posed to me with regards to being a medium. And I have some interesting moments as being a medium. And one of them is, as you'll see, I'm wearing this beautiful necklace that was gifted to me by my friend Nina. And I had a beautiful session this morning with a mother who had passed over. And she dressed me. Literally, that's what spirit do. I wake up in the morning, I do my meditation, I have my coffee. Cheers, guys. Oh, we got giraffes today. Look here. Giraffes. And, oops, I have to show you. Hearts. You'd think I'd be tired of the hearts. Hold on. There's more. So yesterday, my husband and I are driving to go and collect a cupboard. And I have to show you this. So I see this cloud. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. And I say to him, slow down, slow down. And I saw this as a beautiful big heart. And I see them all over. And he says, Michelle, that doesn't look like a heart. I think, really? So I took another photo. But as we know, clouds shift and change. Isn't that beautiful? So, yes, guys, I'm going to love my hearts. But, life is what we make of it. And I know that as the collective, we are all feeling so much right now. We are feeling heartache. We are feeling hearts broken for all those children, or the mothers and fathers, or the loved ones lost in this war that doesn't make sense. War has never made sense. And ever, my husband and I were talking about this, about how many wars we've already been in, heard of. And it's fascinating because he spoke of the Vietnam War, the Korean War. My dad was a part of the Rhodesian War, the Afghanistan War. Kind of interesting when you look at all these wars, the Ukraine War, the war now again in Israel, in the Gaza Strip. It's just huge amounts of loss and innocence, innocent lives. So I decided to do these cards, which makes sense, and they're fascinating because the first two are beautiful. Surrender and release. Surrender and release. And look at the water coming out. Look at the angel wings. And it is a time to surrender and release. Even those beautiful lands that's been fought over for such a long time. It says, let go and allow God and the angels to help you. Everything that you release will either be replaced by something better or be returned to you healed. When you hold on tightly to a part of your life that's not working, it has no room to heal. Whether you're unhappy with your love life, finances, career, home, or health, this card asks you to let it go. If you hang on to these aspects of your life because of fears such as, what if I can't find someone or something better, then the situation will only worsen. However, if you're willing to open your hands and allow the situation to be freed, one of two situations will occur. Either it will be washed away from you and replaced by a better situation, or the situation will heal in a miraculous way. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to try not to control the outcome of your troubling situation. Let go and let God help you. The next one is forgiveness, guys. You can see pondering. And we all know what forgiveness is about. Let's forgive those that we feel that are doing wrong. Let's forgive those that are involved in this up and coming change that we all know, that a lot will be revealed, a lot will be shown, a lot will be, the word I'm being shown is like nothing's going to be desensitized anymore. We as human beings, I as a human being most certainly am working more about my truth, working through what does truth feel like to me. And I know most certainly that I've found my voice in a much stronger way than I have had in many, many years of my life. And if something doesn't sit well with me, I feel into it. And then I say, thank you, but no thank you. This is not going to resonate with me right now, but I wish you all the best. And it's not as uncomfortable as what it used to feel like. And so forgiveness, guys, what does that mean? What does it look like? What does it feel like to forgive? It feels light for me when I find forgiveness, when I find forgiveness for those who are involved in all of this change that is going on, in this whole process of COVID. I'm just contemplating and asking if I was going to share something with you, but I'll park it for now. The last card is power. And we know that power can be abused, misused, but at the same time, we know that we have the power inside of us. So I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes if you're with me right now. And if you're driving, please don't. I didn't realize that some of you listen to me while you're driving. I'm so glad I can be on your journey with you, literally. But close your eyes, guys, and just take a few big breaths. And for any of you that are feeling something in your body, some pain, some heartache, I'm going to bring through some light language. And let's see what is said. Sakata katikati katakato katikati katakata katakata katakata. Sokata katikati katakata katokati kataka kata tada ka 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 uhuhu esekiti. Sokote ao. This was a prayer that I was shown. So I said, what does that mean? A prayer for those who are incapable, who have been caught up in this mess. And it's interesting, they showed me people in the mosques praying, people in the churches praying, people around the world praying. Prayer is powerful, and the more of us that pray together, the more of us bring the change that we want to see. So let's see those lands in peace. The white flag, let's just keep seeing it. The white flag, peace, peace, peace. Every time I think of Israel, every time I think of Palestine, every time I think of the Gaza Strip, I just send love and peace, love and peace, and I see this protective cloud over it. Beautiful white light, keep sending it, guys. And may those children be returned to their families. I know that there's a lot of trauma that will come with us. We know this. And may we all find a space inside of us to find the forgiveness for those that are hurting. So I hope in some way this has helped. I hope in some way that this brings some resolve. And as I'm banishing the doubt, remember you guys banish the doubt too. And may we all find a space of compassion, kindness. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on that world that we want to live within. Because it's in here, and now we're creating it on the outside too. It's coming, guys. I know it is. We can feel it is. But there are some bumpy roads ahead. And I thank you guys for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. As you all know, I'm a bit of a slow snail when it comes back to replying to you all. But I hope that with what I'm saying resonates on some level. Prayer is powerful, and we can bring the peace together. And for those of you who perhaps missed mine and Jill's hypnosis session, I want to remind you that on the 26th of October at 7 p.m. Egypt time, you'll have to work that out on your own, worldtimebuddy, buddy.com. You can put your time zone in there. My wonderful friend Chantal LeBlanc, I heard today that the C is not mentioned in French, LeBlanc, I hope I said it correctly, is holding a Zoom where whoever's going to join the Zoom, you're all going to collectively come into the energy of us being in Egypt in the pyramids. So that'll be wonderful. But remember, now we're in the now. So keep sending the energy out, keep sending the energy out, keep sending the energy out of peace and love, love and peace, because that's what matters. Chantal's email address, I'll tell you now, is leblanchantal7070 Please get in contact with her. The more we can energetically come together for this, the more awesome it will be. The next time you see me, I'll be probably doing a live at the Christchurch Spiritual Expo, and I look forward to seeing you guys when I see you again. Remember, love is why we are here. And my heart's on showing today. Hold on. Hold on. See? Now I've got it. I've got this little trick, okay? Love, there you go, is why we are here. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me. And above all, love yourselves. And remember, we're all in this together. Bye, guys. See you soon.